There was a time where, before the incident, scientists of the Black Mesa research team discovered a word not like Earth, but an entirely different word called Zen. In the time while they were developing teleportation technology, they sent people to Zen to collect data. Black Mesa started using the data of certain materials during one experiment that Gordon Freeman used. The Zen crystal sample GG3883 into the anti-mass spectrometer. Then, about a day or two after the Black Mesa incident, polar storms began cropping up around the world, which gained the Combine's attention. And then the 7-hour war happened. To make it short, basically the Combine is very strong. Invades Earth, Earth loses because Combine is stronger than every nation on Earth, which is crazy. Combined, the Combine takes full control of Earth because they surrendered under 7 hours. That's why it's called the 7-hour war, and that's about it. Anyway, while you clicked on this video, is we're here to analyze each kind of entities of the combines, like every single one of them that I can find online. Alright, here we go. Hunter, also known as the mini strider, because it looks like a strider but tiny. It is in fast and agile entity used by the combines as an escort or as a defense or offense. You actually get to see them early in Extra 1 Half-Life when Dr. Judah of Mostman was given a message, I think. I think it was a message, or yeah, let me show you.
I'm fairly sure I've pinned down the location of the project. It's hard to say how much of it might have survived intact or whether there's anything remaining that could compromise our work if it were discovered by the Combine. We'll need to take a close look at it, of course, but I should be able to give a better opinion within a few hours. If the site is where we think it is, then it should be no more than... I'm gonna cut this short. We may have been spotted. Where the hell is she?
Run for it!
Yeah, that is the Hunter. Alright, let's look over this guy. Advisor pods are large, white ships and are marked with a registration number on the belly. The inside has the advisor in the pod, hence the name, and has a blanket for them. It's probably life support or some kind of protection. And you can actually see them in Half-Life 2 or Extra 1. I'm not sure which one. Yeah, here's the footage. Terrifying. Alright, until the next. They are the masterminds behind the Combine occupation of Earth. They are the master race of the Combine Empire. They also appear to possess incredible physic and telekinetic powers. They can communicate with others telepathically, as well with Volts having the same ability, but Volts don't like them so much according to the files, the deleted files. They don't seem to be in game because none of the Volts talk about it much. Yeah, anyways, on to the next. Striders, one of the most frightening foes in the Combine army. There are these huge mechanical beasts with a deadly plasma cannon. Pretty scary. On to the next. The Combine gunship is an aircraft mainly for assault. The aircraft, one of its first visible mechanical component of the gunship, is the post gun attached to its underside of its head. It is a synth. It is not a natural creature, by the way. Anyways, on to the next. The Cremator was a cut Half-Life 2 NPC with a flamethrower. His job was to burn rebels. His head was made by the remaining children after the 7-hour war in factories, and might be an explanation for all the bodies in the sewers in City 17. In the Ellis lab, you can find his head, and if you interact with it, you get a voice line from L.
Still not sure what that does. Alex brings in the strangest things.
The crab synth seems to be like a tank-like synth, with a minigun on its back and large spines on its face to deal with foes that are directly in front of it, like how a strider can impale enemies with its legs if they're directly under it. That is all I know about the crab synth. On to the next. The motor synth is a both squid-sized synth that can levitate and likely acted as a bombing unit, sending mortars down onto rebels. That is all we know about the motor synth. Sorry about that. Let's continue. The civil protection is a branch of the Combines meant to suppress the population of the controlled planet. They are armed with stun batons and light firearms like pistols and submachine guns. They are comprised of willing citizens joining the civil protection, getting better rations and living conditions in exchange for keeping the Earth population in submission by beating them. Evidence of this is observed in Colonel's lab, where Barney, who works undercover in civil protection measures, he's way behind his beating quota. I'll show you.
It's me, Gordon. Barney from Black Mesa. Hey, sorry for the scare. I had to put on a show for the cameras. I've been working undercover with civil protection. I can't take too long or they'll get suspicious. I'm way behind on my beating quota.
Yes?
The Combine soldier is a middle-ranking foot soldier deployed by the Combine in either the wastelands or if the city is in danger. Overwatch soldiers are humans who have undergone significant cybernetic modifications. These modifications involve surgeries on the brain and chest, as well as these implication of mechanical device throughout their bodies, turning them into enhanced cyborgs. These procedures take place at Nova Prospect in the Citadel, where soldiers can be observed without their armor. Visible scars on their chest and heads indicate extension surgeries in those areas, along with a mechanical addition on the throat and the side of the abdomen. Apart from physical enhancements, soldiers also undergo mental reprogram to condition them into object and efficient fighters. This is evident their extensive knowledge of combat tactics and familiarity with the Combine military codes and their robotic mode of communication. The Overwatch Elite are highly skilled and ranked soldiers within the Overwatch organization. They wear a unique white uniform and helmet with a red lens, making them easily identifiable. These elite soldiers are considered the most dangerous among the Combine Overwatch infantry. The Combine Assassin is a slender female variant of the Overwatch Elite, sharing a nearly identical helmet design. She uses two automatic pistols and a variant of melee attacks. She is shown to be a quick and resourceful enemy moving swiftly and performing flips, rolls, and other movement. She wears heel springs recycled as advanced knee replacement for shell and portal. That improves her movements and speed. The armor and paddling was completely absent, allowing the assassin to move quickly. This was the cut boss from Half-Life 2, unfortunately. This would have been a fun boss to fight against, and pretty hard too. City scanners are combine drones used by the server protection to monitor citizens and keep track of anti-citizens. Scanners are primarily found in cities, particularly City 17, and are seldom seen elsewhere. They are frequently observed patrolling the canals of City 17 in search of refugees. Like the city scanner, the shield can take pictures of targets with a longer lasting flash. The shield scanner is frequently employed by Combines to deploy Hopper's mine in battle zones. It has concealed pincer arm behind the armor plate. These mines are usually placed in strategic location to restrict enemy mobility, like streets and allies. Sometimes the scanners will try to drop the mine directly on the player. Shield scanners has two main roles. First, they serve as scouts and gather information during missions when they're not handling mines. Second, they often accompany working as spotters. They search buildings and provide reports on hidden targets that the shredder would otherwise be unable to locate. Mines are explosives devices that anchor into the floor once they set on, and are nicknamed hoppers by the resistance for the method of detonating when they jump from the ground and explode on impact. Tips to ensure for you to understand each hopper lights. Green, the mine is armed and consider who is close to it to be a friend. Red, the mine is armed and consider whoever is close to it is to be an enemy. Blue, the mine is neutral and has yet not armed itself. Orange, the mine is in panic mode, having to root from the ground with the gravity gun and is uncontrollably attempting to regrip to the ground. No light, the mine has not been activated or the area does not contain any living things. Rubber mines are similar, but they're shaped like a ball and roll around to kill enemies instead of exploding on contact, though they would discharge an electric shock to their target. Also, you can make them as your pet. Yeah, that's funny. The Combine APC, or Armored Personnel Carrier, is a heavy armored vehicle used by both Civil Protection and the Overwatch forces. They possess an automatic gun cannon as well as guided RPG missiles. The Hunter Chopper is a Combine rotorcraft used to provide heavy fire support for Combine Overwatch forces like the Combine APC. This vehicle is conventional human design, redesigned by the Combine using their technology. Hunter Choppers, true to their names, are most often seen hunting down refugees or high-priority targets. They patrol City 17s in the canal searching for refugees attempting to escape the city. Combine snipers are Overwatch soldiers equipped with the Overwatch sniper rifle. They have a blue laser sight guide to show where they're aiming. They tend to shoot at anything that moves, including birds and moving props. They wear the standard blue Overwatch uniform. Prison guards are responsible for guarding and managing the Nova Prescott facility. They are similar to regular Combine soldiers in terms of weapons and abilities, but differ in appearance. Their armor is dark blue, and their usually wear yellow goggles, although shotguns wielding guards wear red goggles. The words Nova Prescott are displayed on their back armor and shoulder, along with the standard badge seen on the other Overwatch soldiers. Interesting, some radio transmissions in bunkers in security rooms within the Nova Prescott has a deeper voice than the different effects. Due to the prison's layout, prison guards often use shotguns for close combat situations and take cover when necessary. Combine Shotgunners is a Combine soldier trained for close quarters combat, armed with the SPAS 12 shotgun and hand grenades. They often travel in squads consisting of ordinary troops and shotgunners.